This girl was given away by a stepfather, aged just 12. Her story is a haunting reflection of the Victorian age, a time of soot-blackened cities and harsh moral judgments. Elizabeth Matthews was born on October 30th, 1876 in Birmingham, Warwickshire. Her early years were defined by the fragile warmth of her mother's presence, but that warmth was extinguished in December 1887, when her mother passed away when she was just 11 years old. She was then left in the care of a stepfather, George Lewes. George was labelled as a cripple by the standards of the day. He survived by hawking and singing for pennies in the street. For Elizabeth, this meant a life of tramping, living in lodging houses of the Midlands, cramped, drafty rooms shared with strangers, smelling of coal smoke and desperation. By 1888, the instability became too much for a young girl to bear. Elizabeth ran away from home. She walked until she reached her step-grandparents, hoping for a sanctuary that felt like a real home. Her grandparents were elderly and lived in crushing poverty. They couldn't afford another mouth to feed. Faced with a terrifying prospect of the workhouse, the family reached out to their only hope left, Dr. Bernardo. On the 2nd of November 1889, Elizabeth's stepfather signed away his rights to her. She watched her only remaining parent sign a paper that effectively made her an orphan of the state. Dr. Bernardo believed the city polluted a girl's soul, so he sent Elizabeth to the rural village of Abbots Roving in Essex. She was boarded out to a labouring class family. Here, she experienced a quiet rhythm of country life, attending school and learning the domestic chores that would eventually become her livelihood. As she approached womanhood, the charity moved her to the girls' village home in Barkingside. This was a model village, designed to turn rescued girls into perfect Victorian servants. While she was safe and fed, her life was one of grueling preparation. She was trained in laundry, scrubbing and cooking, not for her own home, but for the homes of the wealthy. In November 1898, at 22 years old, Elizabeth Matthews walked out of the Bernardo's gates for the last time. She was given a trunk, a Bible and a set of uniforms. By 1901, she was working for a family in Leamington Spa, and she remained in domestic service the rest of her life. She passed away in 1924, aged 48. Elizabeth is not remembered today because she was famous. She didn't write a book or lead a movement. In the eyes of the Victorian era, her success was that she didn't end up in prison or the workhouse. She became a quiet, hard-working woman who spent the rest of her life caring for other people's homes. So rest in peace, Elizabeth. You will be remembered.